it's Jen, one of the many blue coats at Science North. And today we're going to talk about sound and vibrations. Later on in my activities, I'm going to get you to actually try one at home, and you're going to need to get a few materials for that. Listen. Do you hear anything? Right now, I can hear the sound of the cars that are passing in front of my house. Have you ever asked yourself, how does sound work? Hey, let's try a little experiment out together. I'm going to get you to take your fingers and place them on your throat like this. Now I'm going to get you to make the sound a cow makes. Moo. Moo. Do you feel that? Yeah, that's vibrations. We're feeling vibrations in our throat. Now here's the interesting thing. Sound is vibration, but in order for those vibrations to get from my throat to your ears, sound actually has to travel through a medium. Now, what's a medium? Well, in this case, the medium is the air that is around us. But let's try something. I'm going to use this bowl of water and this tuning fork. Now, tuning forks are pretty cool. If you hit them, they vibrate. Can you hear that? Yeah. I'm actually going to put on some safety glasses for this experiment. Always got to make sure you're safe when you're doing science. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tuning fork and I'm going to place the prongs at the top of my water. And we're going to observe what's going to happen. Did you see that? Yeah, I made a big splash, and that's all thanks to the vibrations. In this case, our medium is our water, and the vibration comes from our tuning fork. Now I'm just gonna move this out of the way, because I want to go back to the experiment we tried in the beginning, the one where I got you to place your fingers on your throat. We're gonna do that again. And again, we're going to do the sound of a cow. Moo, moo. Are you feeling those vibrations again? Good. Now we're going to try to make a different sound, but we're going to still keep our fingers there. Are you ready? We're going to make the sound of a mouse. Do those vibrations feel the same? No, right? And let me explain why. I'm going to draw the two vibrations we were creating, the mouse vibration and the cow vibration. So the vibrations kind of look like this. We call these sound waves. And you'll notice that my mouse sound wave, there's a lot of them and they're quite close together. Now, my cow vibration would look kind of like this. Now, what's happening here is that I have way more hills and valleys than I do in my cow vibration. That means that this happens more frequently. So that's where we get frequency from. And now when we have more frequent hills and valleys, it means that we have a higher pitched sound. So this is my mouse, and this is my cow, moo, moo, moo. But what happens to those sound waves when we whisper? Well, I'm going to use my voice as an example. So my voice kind of has waves or sound waves like this when I talk normally. When I whisper, those sound waves, the frequency stays the same, but the height of them changes. So we still have the same amount of hills and valleys when I whisper, but the height of those hills and valleys changes. So what do you think would happen to my sound wave if I were to talk really loud? That's right. Those sound waves would get really tall. I just kind of scribbled all over my whiteboard here. You remember earlier I asked you to go and get some materials? Yeah, now's the time to take them out because we're going to make some awesome sound machines together. So the first one that I'd like for us to do together is the one we call the flute. In order to make this, you're going to need your straw and some scissors. The first step is to actually take your straw and press it down. You're kind of wanting to make it as flat as possible on the end. The next step is to actually take your scissors and you're going to cut like a triangle shape at the end. So like, now be careful when you're using scissors. Make sure that your parents are aware that you're using scissors. And then the next step that you're going to do is you're going to take this end and place it into your mouth. So my breathing or my pushing the air is actually vibrating against this tube here. Hey, I challenge you. What do you think would happen if I took my scissors and shortened my straw? What type of sound would that make? Hey, do you want to make our sound machine number 2? For our sound machine number 2, you're going to need 2 popsicle sticks, 2 elastics, a piece of wax paper, and a toothpick. So here's what we're going to do. Step 1, we're going to take our 2 popsicle sticks and we're going to place them together like so. Then you're going to take your elastic and you're going to wrap it around the end like so. Don't worry if it gives way like that. Just keep working at it. Perfect. Now, your little wax paper, you're going to want to cut it so that it's just a little smaller than your popsicle sticks. And then we're going to take it and we're going to place it inside. Like so. All right, I'm just going to move my elastic over just a little bit here. There we go. Perfect. And now I'm going to take my toothpick and I'm going to place it between the popsicle sticks. All right, like so. And then I'm going to break like so, so that there's a little piece left inside of there. And now I'm going to take, oh, there we go, my other elastic, and I'm going to put it on this side to kind of hold it all together here. A lot of twisting going on. Ta-da! You remember that toothpick? I'm going to take it again and I'm going to place it again on the same side as the other one. There we go. And again, I'm going to snap it off. Now, you've just made yourself a handy dandy harmonica. Ready to hear it? This is a great way to annoy your parents. Hey, what do you think would happen if I pushed on the popsicle sticks? What kind of sound would that make? What kind of vibration would that make? I'm gonna let you try that. Are you ready for our last sound maker? We call this one an amplifier. Do you know what an amplifier does? Yeah, it makes sound bigger or louder. So what you're going to need here is a plastic cup. Now, ask your parents if you can use the cup before you start doing things to it, because we're going to actually poke a hole in the bottom of it, and we want to make sure that your parents are okay with that. So we're going to go ahead and poke a hole using a thumbtack. And we want to make it big enough to be able to pass the thread we have. So I have this type of thread. We want to be able to pass this type of thread through the hole. So making it big enough. Don't make it too big. But I think I've got it here. There we go. So I'm just going to cut a length of string here. And then I'm going to go ahead and push that thread through the hole, or that string through the hole. And once I have it through, I'm going to tie some knots in the end so that it doesn't come through when I pull on it. You'll see what I mean in a second. And one more for good measure. There we go. Now, let's listen to the sound. Does it sound very loud? How about if I wet my fingers? What a great amplifier. Now, you want to try something with me? Let's do something. I am going to go ahead and grab this guy. I have a string attached to the bottom, and I poked a hole using a nail and a hammer here. So let's see what happens when I make my cup bigger. I've amplified the sound even more. Wow. Well, that was a lot of fun. I hope you had a lot of fun with me too. I would like for you to keep messing around with the sound and observe the things that you can do using vibrations and sound. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. See you next time. Woo!